Hey folks, Slightly Slanted Sleuth. Wanted to point out a couple things. I was trying to make a video on this earlier and it was driving me nuts, so I'm going to do it here. I'm going to do it now, and I'm going to do it now. Okay, first point I want to make is right here, guys. The god Anu. Sumerian An, Mesopotamian sky god and member of a triad of deities completed by Enlil and Enki, Ea. Like most sky gods, Anu... What's up, Luna? How are you? What's up, Architect? He played a small role in the mythology, hymns, and cults of Mesopotamia. See, everybody's on this kick that Anu is the god of the Anunnaki. I postulate that the Anunnaki are us, and Anu is actually a derivative of, annual, anoint. I mean, anything that is first. You understand what I'm saying? So the Anu is my emblem, which is right here, which is my my picture for YouTube. But yes, and the whole Enuma Elish, and some people aren't going to agree with this, but this is how I see things. The Enuma Elish is just another creation story, just like the book of Genesis in the Bible. It just talks about the same thing, where the waters were separated, and the chaos was brought to order, or the chaos was brought under order, or etc., etc. Adapa, Mesopotamian mythology, legendary saga and citizen of the Sumerian city of Eridu, the ruins of which are in southern Iraq, endowed with the vast intelligence of Ea, the Sumerian Enki, and the god of wisdom, Adapa, became the hero of the Sumerian version of the myth of the fall of men. The myth relates to Adapa, in spite of his possession of all wisdom, was not given immortality. One day, while he was fishing, the south wind blew so violently, you guys know that whole story, and ceased to blow. The sky god Anu summoned him before his gates to account for his behavior. But Ea, who they call... What's up, Zora? How are you? Ningishita interceded for him, which is, just... All of these, I gotta find the right one. No, it's not this one. Hang on, bear with me. No sound, you don't hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can anybody else hear me? What's up, Runkster? What's up, buddy? Glad to finally have you on a live stream with me, bud. Okay, now I'm looking for the right... Okay, here we go. You guys can hear me, good. Okay, now the Enuma Elish. What the heck? Hang on. Backing up. You got it? Good. Okay. The creation of the world. enabled the Hurrians to penetrate deeper into the region, where they founded numerous small states in the eastern parts of Anatolia, Mesopotamia. What? I don't think this is it. Hang on. No, this ain't it. Sorry, guys. Gotta go back up to the top. Bear with me, bear with me. Bear with me. What the hell? What does it keep doing this for? Okay, the Numa Elish, the editors. Okay, right. What the hell? Why does it keep doing this to me? Oh, bye. Okay. Alright. Last video was awesome. Home run. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that. Numa Elish was altered by the god. The god Marduk was replaced by god Ashur. Is this Ash? Have you guys ever wondered what all of the words that relate to, I mean, everything? I mean, did you know 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, and there's 27 letters down and figure it out? You know what I mean? Those are us. Sure, maybe we came back down here, you know, but I think we started out somewhere else. You know, that's my opinion. And I think we were on Mars, because I like candy bars, so I think we was on Mars. But all kidding aside, I think that I wish I could find what I was wishing for. Gotta put you guys aside here for a second. Sorry. Numa Elish. Oh, and I'm pleased to announce tomorrow night I'm gonna be on Rex Bear Show at 7 Mountain Time. And on Tuesday I'm gonna have Philip Langdon on my show. The dude is awesome. But I'm going to be on Rex's show tomorrow. And then on the 4th of February, I am going to have Matthew LaCroix back on my show. So I'm super stoked about that. That's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, this is why I'm doing all this research, because he wants me to play the... Hey, what's up, Ruby Roberts? He wants me to play the devil's advocate and, you know, challenge him. So, yeah. It tells of the story of the god Marduk. He began as a god of Babylon. I don't know why I can't find this frickin' thing. Oh, my. And it keeps bringing me to the same freaking thing. I just had it. Okay, creation. Oh. Sorry, guys. I just had all this set up and I don't know what happened to it. Here we are. I think I got it now. Right here. Okay, now, Mesopotamian sky god and a member of the triad of deities, completed by Enlil and Enki, Ea. Like most sky gods, Anu, although theoretically the highest god, you know, he was, in essence, the all for me. You know, Anu is my picture, like I said earlier. And I think Enki and Enlil, or Ea and Enlil, are the positive and negative conjugate forces, the yin and the yang of our existence. So they're not to be taken literally. You know, they're the push and the pull of our paradigm. Okay? And there's all these other deities that are brought to us by the same, the same creation story. And it's the same creation story as the Genesis story in the Bible. And it dates from the oldest Sumerian period at about 3000 BC. You know, that's the oldest they can say because that's, right after the flood or whatever. And, this whole cyclical thing is obviously a cycle within a cycle. And every deity symbolizes like a force in the natural world that we see, because we have to attach blame to something other than ourselves. And the myth tells us not how in the beginning there was nothing but the Absu. The Absu were the sweet waters, the underground, and the Tiamat, which is not a planet. It was the sea mingling with the waters together. Tiamat was the salt water. And these first gods came into being, and generation followed generation, meaning the gods represented energy and activity, and thus differed markedly from Absu and Tiamat. Now listen to this story. Who stood for rest and inertia. Now that is the toroidal diaphragm of our reality, in essence, because that's what brings everything together is motion and rest. That's what everything is. That's what energy is, static electricity. So and Absu and Tiamat, who stood for the rest and inertia, true to their nature, the gods gathered to dance. And in so doing, surging back and forth, they disturbed the insides of Tiamat. Finally, Absu's patience was at its end, and he thought of doing away with the gods. Oh, and Absu is the positive, or the male personification of the creation, and Tiamat is the female, or Gaia. Tiamat is the earth. Not yet it's not the earth, but you'll see. But Tiamat, as a true mother, demurred at destroying her own offspring. Absu, however, did not swerve from his decision. And that goes in line with the lion eating cubs of another lion, so that you can have, whatever. So it goes in line with that whole paradigm. So these are abstract concepts that people have brought from, the beginning. And from his decision, and he was encouraged in this by his page Mumu, the original watery form. When the youngest of the gods, the clever Ea, Enki, heard about the planned attack, he forestalled it by means of a powerful spell with which he poured slumber on the Absu and killed him and built his temple over him. Now that could be taken as maybe there was a creation within a creation. You could go there with that, but I'm not going to go there right now with that because that's too much of a too deep into what I'm trying to get through to you guys right here. He seized Mumu and held him captive by the nose rope. Now, Mumu is the great bull of heaven. And that's what Anu was originally. His originally thought form was a bull of heaven. He was thought of as the bull of heaven. So Taurus could maybe be the temple of heaven. I don't know. But in the temple thus built, the hero of the myth, Marduk, was born. From the first, he was the darling of his grandfather, the god of heaven, Anu, who enlightened the four winds for him to play with, as they blew and churned up waves, the disturbing of Tiamat, and of the faction of the gods who shared her desire for rest, became more and more unbearable. At last, these gods succeeded in rousing her to resistance. Now, that's like in the Emerald Tablets, man can only exist on that which resists, otherwise man existeth not. So, that's that whole paradigm of, the earth is always going to resist us, guys. It's always going to, it's going to be a natural order of things. And that's what this creation story is telling us. And the resistance, and she created a mighty army with a spearhead of monsters to destroy the gods. She placed her, and the gods are us, on the face of the earth, or them, whatever. but she placed her consort, Kingu, task, they don't know what that is, but at the head of it, and gave him absolute power. When the news of these developments reached the gods, there was consternation. Ea was sent to make Tiamat desist, and then Anu, but to no avail. Finally, Anshar, god of the horizon and king of the gods, thought of young Marduk. Marduk proved willing to fight Tiamat, but demanded absolute authority. Accordingly, a messenger was sent to the oldest of the gods, Lamu, and Lahamu, silt in the dirt. Hey, Aaron, what's up? To call the gods to assembly. In the assembly, the gods conferred absolutely authority on Marduk, tested it by seeing whether his word of command alone could destroy the constellation. Now, you see that? Destroy a constellation and then again make it whole. Hailed him king and set him on the road of security and obedience, a formula of allegiance that based his power and authority on the pressing need for protection of the moment. What do you guys get from that? That's just incredible. Okay? In the ensuing encounter with Tiamat's forces, Kingu and his army lost heart. When they saw Marduk, only Tiamat stood to her ground, seeking first to throw him off his ground by flattering about his quick rise to leadership. But Marduk angrily denounced her and the older generation. The sons withdrew. The fathers were acting treacherously, and now you, I don't know what that means, you who gave birth to them bear malice to the offspring. At this, Tiamat furious attacked, but Marduk loosened the winds against her. And where was I? Having thus won a lasting victory for his suzerain king Anshar, Marduk gave thought to what he might do further, cleaving the carcass of Tiamat. He raised half of her to form heaven, ordered the constellations, the calendar, the movements of sun and moon, and keeping control of atmospheric phenomena for himself, made the earth out of the other half of her, arranging its mountains, rivers. Having organized the various administrative tasks, he put their supervision in Ea's hands. To Anu gave the tablets of fate he had taken from Kingu. His prisoners he paraded in triumphal procession before his fathers as a monument to his victory. He set up images of Tiamat's monsters at the gate of his parental home. The gods were overjoyed to see him. Anshar rushed towards him, and Marduk formally announced to him the state of security he had achieved. Now, what does that say? That says the constellations were formed. The Absu was separated from the Tiamat, which was the salt water was Tiamat. Absu was the fresh water. And then I want to do a correlation here with you guys for the key of time. And that's what I think Marduk signifies in the cycles. He's the one that the shepherd of the Anu, I suppose, or the one that mandates the calendar that cuts the time down. Here. Then to me spoke he. Wait, hang on. Okay. Right here. This is exactly what this story says, but once in a pastime I spoke to the dweller, asked of the mystery of time and space, asked him the questions that surged in my being, saying, O master, what is time? Then to me spoke he, the master, know ye, O Thoth, in the beginning there was a void, a nothingness, a timeless, spaceless nothingness. And into this nothingness came a thought, purposeful, all-pervading, and it filled the void, where there existed no matter, only force, a movement, or vortex, a vibration of the purposeful thought that filled the void. And I questioned the master, saying, was this thought eternal? And answered me the dweller, saying, in the beginning there was eternal thought. And for thought to be eternal, time must exist. So into this all-pervading thought grew the law of time. Aye, time which exists through all space, flowing in smooth rhythmic movement. Now, that right there tells me that it's one and the same. And then it goes on to, it talks about all of it. This story right here, this creation myth, goes without saying through all of our creation myths, from the Mayan in the Mayan Popol Vuh. It's pretty much the same thing in the what you call it, in the Bible, the book of Genesis. Okay, and then general reports reach him and new power. Now I'm going to go down to other myths about Ninurta and Angum Dima, Anga, I don't know what that is. A myth of his contest with Enki. The first of these tells how Ninurta, on returning from battle to Nippur, was met by Enlil's page Nusku, who ordered him to cease his warlike clamor and not scare Enlil and the other gods. Now, doesn't that sound exactly opposite what everybody's saying? You know, Enki was doing his war conquest and Enlil was scared. I mean, what's with that? Why do those two trade? Think about that, guys. Why do those two trade positive and negative? Think about that. That's a big clue right there. After long speeches and self-praise by Ninurta, further addresses to him, calmed him, and made him enter his temple gently. The second tale relates how he conquered the thunderbird Anzu with Enki's help, but missed the powers it had stolen from him, and how, resentful at this, he plotted against Enki, but was outsmarted and trapped. Another Sumerian myth, the Eridu Genesis, tells of the creation of humanity, and of the animals, and of the building of the first cities and the flood. Now the epics, the Epic of Gilgamesh, is the same thing, the early dynastic period. The works that have survived seem, however, all to be a later date. A single short Sumerian epic tale, Gilgamesh, and Aga of Kish, is told in the style... What's that, Michelle? Yeah, you just showed up on my phone. The most insulting part of the situation is that the fact that these have names that are so hard to pronounce. Ain't that the truth? I agree. I totally agree. What's up, Michelle? Gareth, what's up, buddy? Now, yeah, but the Gilgamesh and the Aga of Kish is told in the style of primary epic. It deals with Gilgamesh's successful rebellion against his overlord and former benefactor, Aga of Kish. More in the style of a romantic epic are the stories of, Emker, Lord of Urarta, Uruk, Gilgamesh the Bull, and the Bull of Heaven are the romantic epic style. Okay, Akkadian literature, demise of the Sumerian, spoken, taught. Now here's the other side of it, a later epic. Here, let me get down to it. Now right here, the continued study and copying of literature in the schools, both Sumerian and Akkadian, both by the middle of the second millennia, led to a remarkable effort of standardizing or canonizing texts of the same genre were collected, often under royal auspices. Now here's where the elite come in, and with royal support, and were then sifted and finally edited in series that henceforth were recognized as the canonical and authoritative texts were established for incantations, laments, omens, medical texts, lexical texts, and others. In myths and epics, such major and lengthy compositions as the Akkadian creation story, Enuma Elish, the Aram myth, the myth of Nergal, Ereshkigal, and Etna legend, the Gilgamesh epic, and whatever, it goes on and on and on. Of special interest are the philosophical compositions such as the Akkadian Ludlul Bel Nahamji, Let Me Praise the Lord of Wisdom, and then it goes right in, it says, and theodicies that deal with the problem of the just sufferer, similar to the biblical Job. They constitute a high point in the genre of wisdom literature. Now, that goes on to say that, you know, they're just saying that they're pretty much just a mirror of the same story. The same story goes on and over. Now, also important is the old Babylonian myth of Atrahasis, which in motif shows a relationship with the account of the creation of human beings to relieve the gods of toil. This is the whole gods. They made Enki and Ninurta, or Ninhursag, or Inanna made us to toil in the golem mines. Remember that? You know, the Sitchin take on the whole thing, which is a bunch of BS now. I believe it's a bunch of BS. Now, people can say that these stories are just conflagrated anagrams to, or, you know, analogies to the true story of a human struggle, but I don't think so. I think it's just it's a soap opera spin put on a way to explain what they didn't understand. But maybe they did. But maybe, you know what I mean? It's within these stories, these creation myths are truth, obviously, but I don't think they are. What are you guys leaning towards? In their twisted minds, it would resolve them of karma. Yeah, maybe. The myth of Atrahasis, which is a motif, shows a relationship with the account of the creation of human beings to relieve the gods of toil, the Enki and Ninmah myth, and with a Sumerian account of the flood of the Eridu Genesis. The Atrahasis myth, however, treats these themes with noticeably originality and remarkable depth. It relates first how the gods originally had to toil for a living, the Agigi, how they rebelled and went on strike. How Enki suggested that one of their number, the god apparently the ringleader who had the idea, be killed and humankind created from the clay mix with his flesh and blood, so that the toil of the gods could be laid in humankind and the gods left to go free. But after Enki and the birth goddess Nintur, another name for Ninmah, had created humans, they multiplied at such a rate the din they made kept Enlil sleepless. See, now this is just a repeat of the whole Tiamat Apsu story. Remember, I just said that whole story about how Tiamat was upset because she wasn't getting sleep because of all the creatures on her surface. You know, so it's just a repeat. It's showing you the fractal within the fractal, guys. This is what I'm trying to get at here. The Anu, in essence, is the thing that divides us but joins us. It's this tiered conjugate force of the negative and the positive that come together. I don't know if you guys are wrapping your mind around it, but this is what happens when you finally see the light. You know, let there be light, or, you know, you finally see it. You realize that in essence, these stories that just go on and on and on and repeat themselves over and over and over are just different layers of the onion. They're just the same story, but with a different spin from a different point of view with the same characters, though. That's what I'm trying to get at here. And at first, Enlil and Namtar, the god of death, cause a plague to diminish the human population. See, and then they add all of this other extra stuff. And, you know, at first it was Anu was gonna go slay Tiamat, remember? But then they sent the great bull. The great bull didn't do it. He was put in, the bowl of heaven was put in a nose ring, and then Marduk finally did it. Now Marduk slayed the Tiamat, and, you know, Marduk was the one that set forth the calendars, I think, in the last epic. Now, that's just the bigger of the smaller. See how we're getting smaller here and more what do you want to call it? More convoluted. And that's humans' ability to do things like that, is we overcomplicate shit to the point where we can't even understand it ourselves. And it's pretty much what I'm doing right here, talking. So I'm just going to keep reading. People who showed such love and affection for him stayed his hand. Next, Enlil it had Adad, the god of rains. Now you see how they're making up gods for rain, they're making up gods for death, they're making up gods for this, for that. The god of rains hold back the rains and thus cause a famine. But because of the same stratagem, Adad was embarrassed and released the rains. After this, Enlil planned a famine by divine group action that would not be vulnerable as the early actions of individual gods. Now, what are you guys talking about? You're talking about this stuff on Friday? It's buffering that bad, huh? Of course. What's up, Luna? Told you hit with waters, gremlins. Is it better now? Is it better now, huh? I'm in the house. It should be better. I mean, I'm in the house. Next to my Wi-Fi signal. Who is Gizmo? Gizmo is the good gremlin. Hey, is it better? What's up, Danny D? What's up, sweetheart? Glad you could join us. You showed up on my phone. Is that better, guys? Or no? Is it still buffering? Is it better? Is it better? Is it not? I need to know now. Should I go? Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Good. Good, good. Okay, now Ninurta reorganizes his newly won territory, builds a stone. Okay, let me see. I gotta get back to where I was. Another myth about the world order. Another myth about the world order, but dealing with it from very different point of view concerns Enlil's son, the rain god, Ninurta. Ninurta called from its opening word Lagal. Oh, wow, and I forgot my freaking book. But Lu'um I El-Gan sounds just like Lagal. Another myth, Jerry Runk says, be good or be good at it. Nice. Zora. Pautine Yum. I'm Canadian living in the US now. What are you guys talking about? Got littles to care for. I wish I had a little one to care for. I want a little baby. I want a baby too. Okay. Enlil's son, the rain god Ninurta, called from its openings word Lago. This myth begins with a description of the young king, Ninurta, sitting at home in Nippur when, through his general reports reach him of new power that has arisen in the mountains to challenge him. Azag, son of Anu, sky, and Ki, earth. There's where Ki comes in. Who has been chosen king by the plants and is raiding the cities. So he's been chosen king by the plants and is raiding cities. With his warriors, the stones. I wonder if I was a general in that army. Ninurta sets out in his boat to give battle, and a fierce engagement ensues, in which Azag is killed. Now, so all of this stuff is just one right after another. It goes on and on and on about the same stories, okay? And then the Epic of Gilgamesh, we all know that story because his bowl of heaven are... you know, it's just crazy. Now, in these stories, when they say underworld, guys, it's not a bad thing. Underworld is actually the Abzu, or the within us. You know, the empty, the darkness of space consciousness, I guess you could say. But okay, let me get back here. Now I want to go to Genesis Hispanica. I didn't want to go to that. Spanish Gorse. What the heck is that? Okay, I'm going to go to I can't type when you guys are in my way. The underworld could be layers of deeper darkness stuff. No, the underworld is actually the halls of Amenti, the place where we judge ourselves, the place of the light of all lights, which is the consciousness, the all spark, like that video I just titled. It's where our consciousness flows through. Baby golden unicorns. They make it too complex and complicated to follow on purpose. I think it's just human nature to do that, though. You know, we do this just so to, just so. Okay, here. Now, remember the story I just told you about Tiamat and what you call it. Okay? The first book of the Bible. Its name derives from the opening words, in the beginning. Genesis narrates the primeval history of the world and patriarchal history of the Israelite people. See, now, they just stole the Sumerian epic, you know? Because it's the same thing, the patriarchal. When, in fact, our creation is matriarchal. It's not patriarchal. It's not male. Because from a male cannot give birth. You know, a male cannot. So it's a matriarchal thing. And I think that's one of the first things and that happened that happened when Hammurabi became king in, circa 1550s BCE is when Hammurabi when the Hammurabi stela came to be, and all of his laws were set forth. I like how everybody just likes popping up on my live stream on my phone. But anyway, the primeval history includes the familiar stories of creation. The Garden of Eden, Cain, Abel, Noah. Cain, Abel, and Noah are... Cain and Abel are Enki and Enlil. Noah is Atrahasis. The Tower of Babel is Nippur, or whatever. You know, and Abraham is the father of whatever, you know, that I will make of you great nation, and tells the story of Abraham and his descendants, Isaac and his twins. See, and it just goes on and on and on about this, you know, the hierarchy of the whole thing. And came to be, yep. And then the Torah. Scholars have identified 3 literary traditions in Genesis as Deuteronomy, usually identified as Yahwist, Elohist, and priestly strains. The Yahwist strain, so-called because it is used the name Yahweh, Jehovah, for God in the Judean rendition of the sacred story, perhaps written as early as 950 BCE. See, they just picked up on the same freaking thing, you know. Elohim is traceable to the northern kingdom of Israel and was written 900 to 700 BCE. Priestly strain, so-called because of its cultic interests and regulations for priests, is usually dated in the 5th century. See, it's just that they picked up on the same story. What I wanted to say was matriarch is the new patriarch, but it cut me off. I beat you to it, didn't I? I hope we encounter all sorts of mythical, beautiful creatures and beings someday. It said, shut the... You've been talking too much. Judaism. You're crazy. You're nuts, girl. Okay, so, yep, we're going to back this truck up. So you guys all agree with me that this whole Anunnaki thing. Here, I'm going to see if they have anything in this Britannica about Anunnaki. Let's see. No, I didn't spell it right. I can't see my type. Oh, shoot. One more N. What? She was in the egg at the Grammys? What are you talking about? I can't stop talking about that movie. That movie was just killer. Anunnaki. There are no results for it. Okay, so then I'm going to go... We're going to go to... Right here. I got this for you. Where's it at? Where's that? Where you at? 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 It's here somewhere. Bear with me. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I can't see. I can't see. I don't know where it's at. Huh. I used to have a link on my... Nah, whatever. Okay, so we're going to go to... Where were we going to go? Right here. Check this out, guys. Okay, now we're going to go to... Nun. Now, Nun is a Vestal, pagan priestess woman devoted to religious life under vows. Okay? Elderly persons, perhaps from children's speech, reminiscent of Nana. Nana, aunt. Welsh, Nain, grandmother. So it's usually to do with a woman of all ages. So we'll go to... Now we're going to go to L. L, abbreviation, elevated railroad. Latin, that. L as in elbow. It forms all or part of elbow, unit of measure. It is a hypothetical source of evidence for its existence is provided by Sanskrit and ane, part of the leg above the knee, shoulder, Lithuanian elm, forearm. Okay. But I had a thought in mind. I was going to go here. Oh, N is what I was going to do. Now check this out. Oh, you son of a bitch. N. N, the letter N in printing, a space half as wide as an M. In. Okay, now N means in. Okay? And we'll go to, see what this says. And Kindle. But we know what that, okay, so we're going to go to key. Key's not going to say anything. You know, key is put on. Mono thing. Literally, thing put on. Huh. So it's in and on is what inky means in you know, our etymology sense. So, watch this now. Go to Anu. Watch what pops up here, guys. Watch this. Boom! Orion. What the hell is that about? I thought that was just insane. Bright constellation, late 14th century, from Greek Orion, or Ryan, name of a giant in Greek mythology, loved by Aurora, slain by Artemis of unknown origin. Though some speculate on Akkadian, the light of heaven, another Greek name for the constellation, was Kandane. I didn't know that. Kandaon, a title of Eris, god of war, and the star pattern is represented in many cultures as a giant, such as Old Irish, Army King, Old Norse. Wow, that's crazy. Now, the second thing in line with that was Nomen. And it says Anu. Did you see that? It said Anu, name, Old English Nama, Noma, Old High German Namu, Namo, Anuria, absence of urination. Anus, we know what that is. Anubis. Now, Anubis is a jackal-headed god of Egyptian religion identified by later Greeks with their Hermes, the book of Anubis, from Egyptian Anpu and Anepo. The ideal of the New Age is great, but... What did you say? I want to read that. The ideal of the New Age is great, but we don't want another age of the same people on top. They have hijacked the sacred. We need to take it back and make it our age. Yes, yes, yes. And I think that's half of the reasoning of why these people keep overwriting stories and adding their own. It's still buffering? You know, I think it's the reason. And then God, supreme being, deity, image of God, godlike person. Totally think they are trying to get us to what? Manifest the reset. No other way to look at it anymore. I think you're onto something there, girl. I really do. What's up, Super God King Thev? Nah, Michelle, you're like a garden troll or something else cute and loud. I like that analogy of her. I think when it's buffering, Steve, it depends. Oh, God. That was good. I like that. I got to read that again. Hey, I'm going to save this because that's my new way of looking at Michelle. Nah, Michelle, you're like a garden troll or something else cute and loud. You don't have to be quiet, Michelle. I love you. Seriously. That's funny, though. Come on, you have to take some good with the bad. Adam and Eve kicked out of paradise for having knowledge. Right, exactly. Same thing. God, which is of uncertain origin, perhaps the pie of Gut, that which is invoked. Source of also Slavonic Zovo, to call Sanskrit, invoked the epithet in Indra, from root, to call invoke. So God means to invoke. The notion could be divine entity summoned to sacrifice. Divine entity summoned to a sacrifice. But some trace it to pi, poured. From root, to pour a libation. Huh. I didn't know that. Referring to a burial mound. See found. Wow. You know, I think the Anunnaki are us. To be honest with you, I think we are the Anunnaki, folks. And the fallen angels are probably us. We were left behind. That's my opinion. You know, we were left here to proliferate and to propagate and to initiate and to, you know what I mean? I think people who break the mind control called evil, Satan, witches, etc. I agree. That's what I think anyway. The God of Earth is not the real God. There is a higher source of love. I don't think there is a God of Earth. I think we are all gods of Earth. I think we are the ones that have to transmute the energy of whatever into a, we are the divergent, right? And the Earth is the divergent or the convergent, correct? I think that we are the gods that have control over our paradigm, and we have to, yes, it's our archetypes, correct, our oversouls of whatnot, but I think we are the fallen angels, folks. I think that's what we are. You know, I don't care what anybody else says. That's in my head, that's what I see it as, you know, that we are the Anunnaki. We were left behind. You know, maybe that guy... You are a mastermind, Miles. That guy, remember the Heaven's Gate cult guys? Remember him? Remember when he said our last portal out of here for the next years were how long? Remember that? I think he was right. Huh? What do you guys think? You know? And I think this cross conjunction is coming up. And I think this is where the energy transfers. I think that's the reason why Pluto was demoted. And I think that's why the A was taken off of ether. And I don't know why I say that, but that's why. Because A is the the alpha. The alpha and the omega. You know what I mean? And I had all of this come to me, it was just, how do we know these evil cults and suicides? Right. I don't think the evil cults, that Heaven's Gates cult, I think they were did in by the freaking CIA probably. Who knows? Because there is a false, a benevolent force. There is a benevolent force. Or a malevolent force on our planet. And just as well as there's a benevolent force. We are the benevolent. And we can overcome anything. Because the beginning and the end, like you say, Desert Rose, is that complete wheel. And we are the wheel within the wheel. We are the microprosopis of the whole macroprosopis. F the beginning and the end, we are in the middle. Correct, my shell. I think everything is trifecta. Everybody says everything is dual, but there's the spiritual, the soul aspect to everything. There's 3. And that's why and I'm not just saying it because 3 is my favorite number. 3, 3, 3. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. 27, there is duality in everything. But we have to add and not forget the spiritual, which is the pineal gland, the flame that burns within each one of us. Because the word is the fire is the word. And that fire is the thing that will set us free. The knowledge is going to set us free. Because at that point of transmutation, when that knowledge comes to bear, when you have the knowledge and you drinketh of the knowledge, and you're gonna have that, you're gonna have that knowledge, and you're gonna have that the knowing enough. That's what faith to me now is the faith in knowing that we are what we are, and not to fear anything, because it all matters not. We're all going to fucking die. We're all going to die, guys. Right? So what difference does it make if it's tomorrow or the next? To me, it doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter. So I agree with that, Aaron. There is no coincidence in anything. Yeah, I ain't never going to grow up either. I'm going to always be a Toys R Us kid. That's why I act like a freaking idiot. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm a dead man walking. Yep. But I'll be there at your funeral if you decide to die. If I die first, I'll tell you what, you guys can eat me. How you like that? Huh? How you like that one? If I die first, you guys can eat me. ABC's like, duh, right, me, right. Nice one, Ruby. And 1, 2, 3. Ain't that the truth? And then we go through our existence. This is what we are here for, to seek the knowledge, to find to get past that ego. Yes, you're the first one I ever heard say that, my shell, actually. Super Godlike says, so what, my shell? You live under a small garden bridge waiting to tell your riddles and curses under unsuspecting passersby. Oh, that's just too rich. Hope I'm dead when I grow up. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Who's swearing? Who's saying shut the fuck up, bitch? Are you being serious here? Saucy Plays? Come on, one of you guys are a moderator on here. I know one of you is. Who is that now? Are they being serious or what? Hi, Paul from Newcastle. See You at the Cross? Oh, that's one of my favorite songs. People are censoring and banning due to fear of trolls. Right. No, I just don't want anybody getting too, you suck dick, bitch. Who are you talking to, dude? Whoever's get rid of this person. Now. Get rid of him. Whoever that was. Okay, you guys took care of it or what? You guys aren't seeing the swearing. What? See now, did you see that? Did you see how that threw a monkey wrench in it. Hang on, I got to respond to her because she keeps texting me and she's sending me pinky in the brain stuff. Was she on our live stream or what? You know what? Saucy Plays, I don't know who you are or what you are, but yeah, you need to get a life. Now quit, okay, let's see. Alright, okay, so here we go. Oh, here, I'm going to go to this. Did you guys take care of it? I mean, one of you guys, I gave you guys all wrenches, didn't I? You guys all got wrenches up in here. Okay, now, what else was I going to do? Okay, now watch when I enter Orion. Watch. Oh, it just... Huh. It used to say the shepherd. Why can't you block that person? Really? Hello? Do you guys got him blocked or what? Oh. I can't block it or what? I do have live chat. Well, I guess I'm going through DU recorder. My bad. Oh, you don't see him? Okay, as long as you guys don't see him on there. Can you see it on my screen? Can you see this chat on my screen right here? Audio brush, show live information, streamer screen display. What's that? Alerts, donation goal. No. Oh, whoa. Wish my luck, friend. Milkman. Watch your back. Savage win, bro. Haha. What's all that shit about? What the hell were they talking about? Whoa, that was weird. I'm on my phone right now. I can't do anything with wrenches and stuff. But yeah, I can't. But anyway. Yeah, I don't have my computer right now. I'm in the house and my computer's out in my stabbing cabin. Hang on, I'll log on to a different computer here. But yeah, now what were we talking about? We were talking, yeah, water off the duck's back. I'm not worried about it. Really, I'm not. But we're gonna go back to what we were talking about. What we were talking about. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate it. Oh, here. Key. Oh, here. I was gonna do this. Now, what is the ba and the ka? Okay, so we're gonna go to ka. Now, remember the ka, variant of cur, like desire. It is hypothetical source of evidence for its existence is provided by love, desire, Old Latin, dear, Old Irish, friend. So that's the human aspect of okay, we're gonna go to ba now. The ba and the ka. For ba to be bleat of the sheep, a known black sheep, Baal, biblical Latin Baal. What is that? Applied to any deity, master, lord. So Baal was the master or lord. I didn't know that. Ba, noun, verb, probably, order. Huh. Wow, that's weird. That's really weird, actually. Okay, what were we talking about? Oh, you weren't in the right Yeah, truth is what we were talking about. I was on a roll, too. Did you see that? How it just stopped us? Stopped us in our freaking tracks, man. Anu and Orion, yeah, but we were talking about something else. Southeast Asian Komodo dragon. You're just too much, girl. It shouldn't be buffering. I mean, I'm right next to my Wi-Fi router. I feed trolls faces laced with poison. God, I hate that. I hate it when I can't remember. You know, I'm gonna put a pizza in the oven now since I'm in the house because I'm hungry. But yeah, we are family. I got all my sisters and brothers and me. All right, looks like I'm gonna have me some of them. But yeah, guys, we are at the precipice. Oh, here, this is what I was gonna do. Now I remember. We are at the precipice of something grand, something so enormous that it is insanely cool. That you, me, he, she, we are all part of it, and we are gonna be one big happy family. Okay, now I wanted to show you guys this. This is something pretty darn awesome. It's a what is it? APGL 3068. Go. No. Damn it. There we are. Now watch this. This is insane. This is totally insane. Hi, Angel. You kept popping up on my notifications. I had to get sidetracked. Okay, now watch this. Which I gotta find the right color here, the right telescope. Cobalt, yeah. What is cobalt? What did you find on that, Michelle? This is a carbon star I'm looking up right here. And I don't know if you guys know what a carbon star is. Oh, man. Right there, check that out. That MFer was caught. Cruising. And they have this listed in the ephemeris on this is Aladdin Light. This is through the Aladdin Light portal. It's right here. See at the top right there? I'll link it. So I'll go right there, and then I'll go right here. How rude of me eating on a live stream, huh? I'm hungry though. Why I want to do it? Why the hell want to do it? I don't know. But I'll put it. Well, but I can't hear you eat. But okay, we're gonna get back to this. Why, you guys like this? This is pretty cool, this app. It's one of my favorites. Okay, now. Oh, wow, they're all doing that. I wonder if it's because of the time lapse. Ooh, here, let's watch this together, guys. Here, Nassim. This guy's brilliant. Let's watch this together.
From my study of black holes and scaling laws of black hole structures in the universe, I found that the proton, or the nucleus of an atom, could act as a mini black hole. And remarkably, when I calculated the relationship of two protons together, if they were mini black holes, it turned out that their gravitational attraction to each other was exactly what we call the strong force. What is the strong force? Well, the strong force is something we made up, literally, because when we found that the protons were charged, we calculated how strong the repelling charge of two positively charged protons would have. When you take two magnets and you approach the same poles together, the magnets want to repel. Protons are the same. They have a positive charge, and yet they're squished together very, very close to each other in the middle of an atom. So how is that possible? When that was discovered, it was thought that we had to invent a new force, a very strong force that could squish the proton together in the nucleus of an atom against their repelling electrostatic force. However, from what I've discovered, it turns out that if the little protons are considered mini black holes, the gravitational force that they would have on each other is exactly the force necessary to overcome the repelling force of the electrostatic charge. And because these little protons are spinning very rapidly, when we move them away from each other, this very strong attractive force drops off very rapidly, which is what we call the Yukawa potential, or the very rapid drop-off of the strong force. Therefore, I've shown that, in fact, the force that's holding the atom together, or the nuclei of the atom together, is the gravitational force acting on the protons, and because of the spin of the protons being extremely fast, in fact, near the speed of light, the drop-off matches the Yukawa potential that is the measurement of the drop-off of the strong force.
Ooh, we can be first together on this video. Here, I'm gonna. Oh, somebody beat me to it. I was gonna write first collectively. But yeah. So, are you guys on the same page as me with the whole black hole thing? Do you guys believe that that's what our mechanics of our creation, you know, the physics of this paradigm is? Do you guys agree with me, or do you guys have a different take on that? You know, because there has to be a mechanism for everything, right? That's my way of looking at it, and I don't know why. You know, like it matters, but it you know, in a way it does. It's nice to know, but something has to. I think that in combination with the fractalization of the geometrics of our, you know, the mathematics and the geometric makeup, probably go hand in hand and help with that that issue. Who is God? What is God? Here's the paper I was looking for. Identifying the true creator. Are you mechanizing your microwave? No, I was just turning my timer on for my corn dogs. Thank you very much. The Great Spirit Creator is a spiritual and can best be discovered. Yes, we can brainstorm and put any video together. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. And you know what? I love every one of you guys too. I mean, every one of my favorite people right now are in this chat, and I love you guys. I mean that. You guys are cool as hell. You know, you guys are cool AF, as they say. Okay, now, spiritual almighty creator is omnipresent, found everywhere on earth and at the same time, and everywhere in a million galaxies. To understand that this spirit could remotely resemble, consider gravity. It cannot be seen or felt, but it is there. So Luna, you were gonna do that. You were gonna do this same video about Anu, you and Earthly. By the way, I love that freaking video she put out about the cloud. You know that cloud. That was insane. Cool. Gemma Puddle Duck. I love that. Do you not watch J. Chris? You're not allowed to say brainstorm anymore. Not politically correct. You're meant to say thought shower. Nice. Luna Michelle, nice meetup. We have one half worked. Cool. ISIS, ICE, us. Nice one. ISIS is us. Yes, ISIS is you. Magic card troll. Joe versus the volcano. Nice narwhal video, by the way. My shell. Okay, now Earth and could remotely resemble, consider gravity, da 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 da. Humans believe their worship of the Creator requires a tangible God, prophet, idol, saint, or tradition in order to have faith in a supreme entity. So religions were created to honor ancient visitors that came to Earth. These ancient astronauts were us, I believe. Or to use biblical terminology, fallen angels. And then you got these guys right here. The Soul Evolution, that channel. This bird needs to shut the F up. Shut up. So annoying. You little fucker. Tried to give him a chip and he tried eating me. Humans are 666 as well. We are made up of 6 elements, but we are... Boots void, yes I have. Yep, that black space. Here, let me go there once. Here, I'll go to... I was told today I can't say Negro. Why not? Who told me I couldn't say Negro? I think that was Michelle, wasn't it? Wasn't it UMCF? Okay, is Boots Void located in here? If I can't say Negro, then I can't say Caucasian, or I can't say... Oh man, it's not in here. People be crazy. People are crazy. Yeah, I mean, Negro isn't a bad word. I never thought it was anyway. Oh, there we go. We got the Boots Void. Let's see what it looks like, guys. Here we go. Okay, we're going to zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Shake, shake your rope. All I want to do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Okay, we're going to Boots Void. Must be void. Because I don't see nothing. We'll go to it different. Let me back that thing up. All I want to do is zoom, 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 zoom. Oh my God, I was singing that. Boy, yeah. So were we in our chat. Wasn't that, you weren't in the chat last night, Luna? Never assume you know what somebody else likes. Who's assuming anything? I don't make assumptions about anything. Covered with mask kinda goes without saying. Yeah, that was us. I was with you. I was there with you, Luna. Okay, so why is... Shush, bird. Shush, Polly. The robots, huh? Maybe MCF is blocking you. Somebody was making fun of me last night like I was being blocked. Do a Google search. I'm trying to look up the picture of it, though. Because I'm on here. No, it was not me whistling. There we are. Okay. Now we're going to zoom in a boom, boom. Okay. We're looking into the boot's void. It's devoid of everything. So this is just a space, whatchamacallit, right? Okay, we're going to go here, we're going to go here, we're going to... Oh, unicorn! Look at that! Look what's up! Unicorn, your favorite subject. The unicorn is one of the most ancient mythological beasts. Although in modern times it is almost often depicted as an ethereal white horse. Danielle, Danny, what was that a hot chick that you can get along with is akin to a frickin' unicorn. Right? Is that what it was? It has been variously described as an antelope, sheep. Yeah, oh, that was you, Desert? Goat. Creature akin to a griffin or a sphinx. Then, as later, the unicorn was a symbol of power and virility. I don't know. I know some pretty attractive women in this chat right here that I think are pretty witty. So I don't know. A non-crazy 10 woman is a unicorn. They don't exist. That's right. That's right. And Danny, I consider you one of those. You exist. You're a unicorn then. Michelle, you're one of those. MCF, you're definitely one. And Luna, you're attractive and you're cool, so I think you're one of them too then. So I got 4 unicorns in here. Desert, I'm sure, is a unicorn. You know? Aaron is a unicorn. I'm a unicorn. Nah, I'm a steed, I guess. I guess I'd be a, I'd be an ass. Donkey. Yeehaw. Oh, shut up now. I'm just backing myself right into a freaking corner here, ain't I? Okay. Oh, here, I got something to share. This is awesome. Here, too, watch this. Hey, what's up, Mike? What's up, buddy? Right here. Okay, we're talking about unicorns. Yes, it very well could be. What was I going to enter in here? I was going to enter in oh, Pluto. Check this out. Check out what the symbol for Pluto is, guys. You know, Pluto... Oh, Pluto is there, okay. Tetractus. Oh, it doesn't even show it. But anyway, Pluto is right here. Pluto is the same as the Christian Ankh, as this, but it has a curved line over its head, like the messenger of the god, like Mercury. But it's like, here, I gotta go to a different... Look at it. And oddly enough, here's a halo, guys. You see this? See this right here? The halo. That's kind of weird. You see what's listed under Satan? Look at this. Magic, occult, Satan, satanic symbols. Look what's listed under here. This symbol right here. This symbol right here. You know what that symbol is? Saturn symbol. I don't know what that means, but the pentagram, obviously. But that's us. The Aurora Boreas, Ouroboros, chaos. Here's Miles' favorite symbol. What do civilizations, what do we have to do? What does civilization have to do? Why didn't it show stupidity, fear taxes? That's right. That's right. That's exactly what it is. But it's Dean, I dreamt of, hang on, I gotta see. It is possible that networks of interlinked Dyson spheres are distorting the appearance of the void, and that lies within it. Oh, you want me to look that up? Oh, okay. Okay, I'll look that up. I'll do that. I'll do that. Hang on. Okay, Boots Void. Okay, where's it at? Boots Void. Do I go to Wikipedia? That bird is irritating, isn't it? Space is full of gigantic holes. Really. What is Boots Void? That bird don't shut up. Maybe if I get hold my hand as we peer into the Boots Void. Will you guys hold my hand while we peer into the Boots Void? What is the case of Boots Void, Cora? The emptiest place in the universe. Sounds like my bedroom. Boots Void, elite, dangerous. Behold the Boots Void. What are you ha-haing about, MCF? Yeah, this one's a Quaker parrot, a green one. Void astronomy. Oh, my bedroom quib. I want to suck your blood. I'm trying to teach this one to say, "Rock, fuck you," but my kids and stuff are always around, so I can't. Okay. So yeah, I can't find nothing here. I had a parakeet too. And then we had a kid and forgot to feed it, and it was bad. No, I'm just kidding. Look at Gilgamesh with his unicorn. Used to care for cockatiel and lovebirds, yellow lutinos. Yeah, Aaron, you're in Fergus Falls. Ooh, I get to see all kinds of women up in here. I'm in Minnesota. I'm down south in Minnesota. You guys are all up north. Brandon Bolton. Gilgacorn. I had one. I had a, it looked like, it looked like Gilgamesh is getting horny corned. Gilgamesh went on a You're in Oklahoma, Desert? Did you send me your address yet, Desert? How about you, Luna? Did you girls send me your addresses? Because I'm collecting all these women's addresses on the internet now. You didn't send me your address, MCF. Seriously, I'm just kidding about the girl thing, but Pegacorn, winged unicorn, fart knockers. You can ride with. I don't care, Danny. You damn straight you can come with me. I am a stalker. I'll take it any way I can get it. This video by Trans Suspicious Views. Cool. Did you post it? Damn it. Hang on, I gotta go to my own live stream and check it out. Okay, now guys, I've been realizing lately that everything, that everything lately is, it's like, our reality is like when you're viewing your creation within the creation. You know what I'm getting at there? Wow, that's a cool picture. Oh, look at I can get Oh, look at I can get Oh, look at I can get Oh, look at I can I'm looking, hang on. Give me a break.
Like, they're not even pushing anything. They're like, oh, no, you just check some stuff. Look, here's a couple of links. They're not sitting there arguing, and all the ones that are like, the Holocaust happened are like, how dare you, and this and that, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then the deniers are going, can you find something that's not from a survivor or a Jewish media source? Or, and that's all they're saying, and everyone else, oh, look, see, you're anti-Semitic, you neo-Nazis.
You're anti-Semitic, that's what it is, you're anti-Semitic, I know. Good morning, Anne, or I should say good evening, Anne. I've got so many sweaters on at the moment. I even have my favorite cashmere scarf on. I literally, it's fucking cool.
So much, guys, what do you want to know? Is this that video we were trying to watch the last time? Okay, we'll go back to that. The Mysteries of Boots. Okay, where are you at?
When we're talking about strange and unexplained phenomena, there's always something present that makes those phenomena interesting, right? But what if instead it's the absence of anything that makes something interesting? What if there is absolutely nothing? In today's video, we're going to talk about the Buddhist void, the biggest void ever discovered. The Buddhist void is 25 million light years in diameter. That is approximately 0.27% of the diameter of the entire visible universe. Just for comparison, the Milky Way has a diameter of about 120,000 light years. So it's massive. The image here contains the outlines of the void. However, you might be wondering what's up with all the stars in this image. Well, when we look into space from Earth, there are various stars and galaxies in our way, blocking and obscuring the view from objects that are further away. So it isn't until we take a look at space in a 3D map that we can get a scope of how big this void actually is. No one is exactly sure why there is such an empty void and how it was formed. And on top of all this mystery, it is also completely unknown why the void has such a spherical shape. There are a few theories that try to tackle this mystery surrounding the Buddhist void. One theory is that there is a highly advanced alien civilization that created a Dynasphere around the stars. A Dyson sphere is a hypothetical megastructure that completely encompasses a star and captures most of its power. A highly advanced civilization could use all this energy to power a massive civilization. This could explain why we can't see any of the stars and the spherical shape of the void. Another theory is that there are various smaller bubbles of voids that melted together to form one supermassive void, similar to how soap bubbles melt together to form one big bubble. Currently, there have been 16 galaxies found in the entire void, where there should have been thousands. However, all 60 galaxies are strangely aligned as if they are pushed together. They all form a tube-shaped region running through the middle of the void. This could be explained by various bubbles of voids melting together, pushing the galaxies to the center. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
Cool, thank you. Thank you, Aaron. Okay, we're gonna go back to right here. It's called symboldictionary.net. Baking soda and water. I've never tried that. That works, huh? That sounds like it would make it worse. Smells like musty cow tits. What the hell? So what you're saying is more acid helps gets rid of the acid? All right. What were we looking up here? Who wanted to go here? What was the what are you putting on makeup for, MCF? You don't need no makeup. You're beautiful the way you are, girl. Only certain kinds of acid, lemon and cucumber works. Find Archon. Okay. Ooh, wow, look at that. That looks cool. Leo Sabaoth. Oh, this is just like you have what? So what do you want to do here? What do I want to do here? I don't know. What do you want to do here? What do you want to do here, Michelle? Besides hang out under bridges. Oh, this is like Medusa. Strychnine, nice. Hollywood goes Gnostic. For some reason, I don't think so. Ganymede hypothesis. I've heard of it, but what is it again? It says breaches, not bridges. Sophie and the Divine Feminine. Let's find out what this is. Dear son, uh-oh. What happened? I won something. Oh, something I didn't want to win. All right, guys, I think I'm going to let you go. You know, I've had, you know, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. Oh, I wanted to show you something first. Pluto. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, and N. Look at. See this? What is this? Danielle, you know this. What is this? Read the frickin' print, she says. Isn't this part of the Melchizedek order thing? Isn't this symbolism of them from them? Oh no, Toltec petroglyphic symbol of man with the alchemical symbol of the sun. I thought that was a Melchizedek thing. But I wanted to look up Pluto real quick and show you guys what Pluto looks like. How am I too complicated? Oh, I'm trying to search for shit right there. How am I too complicated, girl? What was I going to do? What was I doing? Oh, I was looking up freaking Pluto. Thank you to each one of you. I thank you. Thank you. Pluto. Would you say, MCF? Want you all on constant Bluetooth? Do you know Bluetooth was a Norse king? Did you guys know that? That's what Bluetooth is named after, a king of Viking heritage, I believe. I looked for this before and I didn't find it, did I? Pluto right here. See Pluto? Look at this. Now, what does that look like to you guys? What does that symbol look like to you? Do you see this? Doesn't it look like a tuning fork? And Pluto was named after Hades. But it looks like when you're standing there with your arms in the air praising God, right? Doesn't it? It looks like a human standing there lifting his arms up. One of the meanings of this symbol is faith, and the circle, God everlasting, seems to me that it could be referring to the Holy Spirit of God. That's exactly what I say about Pluto. I think Pluto was demoted on purpose, guys. The other symbol, P and L, the Holy Spirit and the power of God. I agree with that person. Yeah, I have separation and anxiety issues. I don't want to leave you guys. Oh yeah, no, there's a Saturn and Pluto conjunction. But check it out. I'm going to show you guys. I was going to show you guys that before I leave. So here, I'm going to close everything. Hopefully I don't close everything now. But look at, boom, gone. Now I'm going to go right here. Where's it going to go? 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 Where are you? Whoop, it's on the front page. Oh, not there. Not there. Right here. Nope, not right there. Wrong app. Right here. Okay, here we go. Bye, Runk, Mr. and Mrs. If you see this. Yeah, where is Mr. Runk? Where did Jerry go? Mr. Runky Monkey, that funky monkey. Can someone suggest a way for us to solidify our connection? You don't want me to answer that. Levette says, what's your conjunction? What's the function She said, if I warn you, I warn you that if I come on your... I know, I just turned down my volume, thank you. But yeah, what's up with Pluto? Pluto's all the way in the end right here. See it over there? And I can't zoom into Pluto, but Pluto's right there. Right? Look at that, guys. And Sirius comes swooping in, and it's right in line. Now check this out. Then we got this. Yes, I'm getting Levette on soon. You know? But Pluto is, if Sandgroper was here, she'd attest to this. But it's the, you know, how she signs her name as the, you know, the two arms up in the air, you know, like praising God. Who's deaf and confused? But there's a conjunction, and I think this, you know, Levette says, yeah, yes, on the 13th of January, which is exactly a year from today. Isn't that weird, guys? Is that not weird? That is kind of odd. I just realized that. Maybe the death worshippers. No, I think it's a switch of the age. I think. What now in astrology? What do we look at? Is Pluto in what zodiacal house? Is that what we look into? A year is not far. What? I can remember a year ago I was talking to MCF on a live stream, and it just seems like yesterday. Remember that? My first live stream was a year ago. No, I don't need a year for it. Shit, I'm just telling you guys that this is unheard of. Have you ever seen an alignment like this? And why isn't this alignment being talked about? Seriously. Everybody picks up on everything. Why ain't they picking up on this shit? Think about that. Why is this not being talked about? Have you guys asked yourself that? I'm the only one talking about it? I even brought it up to Levette, and she said that in December of 2020. What do you mean, how do I know the alignment exists? But she says in December. How do I know the earth ain't flat, right? She said something about Jupiter and Saturn being aligned with the sun. And I don't see really nothing there. But I'm telling you guys, this information about the Orion thing, oh wow, that's pretty significant. And we're at a 90 degree. Are we lined up with Mars too? Oh, wow. That's pretty significant, I guess. But anyway, we're at a 90 degree from, and I hear that's a pretty big deal, but why hasn't anybody else, has any... You're just crazy, Michelle. I swear to God, you just, you do shit just to see, just to get a reaction out of people. Why do you do that? Why do you do that, Michelle? Is it because you're a garden gnome? I'm kidding, honey. I didn't realize the 13th. I didn't realize it was the 13th already. But this cross conjunction thing. Oh, here, I'm going to correlate something here. Now look at this, guys. Pay attention to this. I'm going to draw this line. See this line right here? And now look at this line. Okay, now watch. Okay, but you do see the cross. Here's the alignment. Here's the cross. Now watch. Watch when I go to my pictures. This is, I'm going to show you Aeon, the god of time, the mythological god of time, which is Aeons or Eos, or, but anyway, I think it was an ancient clue. Where's that? Yeah, Levette's the shit. She's pretty cool. Right here. Check this out. Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Right here. Look at this. Do you see this? See the angle of this? And this is the axis mundi right here. Oh, damn it. You know, because the axis mundi is, look at, see the staff in his hand? See that? It's the same angle as Jupiter, right? From the cross. Aeon, mythic god of cosmic time. That's what this is, Aeon. And it's a lion. It's got the yes, it's got the, well, this right here, this is Earth. You know? And this is a sickle, which is a 7. It's got wings. So yeah, it's all over the place. Symbology. Yes. Yes, that's the whole thing of, that's what I think Marduk is in the legends of creation. I think Marduk is the you know, the time aspect of death, the cycle aspect of it. Yes. But I mean, look at right here. This is what I wanted to show you guys too. Why is Pluto the crown? The Kether. The Kether. Here's Earth. Here's Pluto. Why is that? Seriously, guys. Why is that? And why has the alpha, been taken away from ether? And Pluto demoted. Is it for these times? Because you Google Pluto, and it doesn't come up as a planet. It doesn't come up on the first search page. You know what I'm saying? Why is Pluto listed? You see the symbol of Pluto, though. Look at it. See that? It's a man or a woman holding their hands up to God. And then the circle is the sun. Right? All right, guys. I love you all. Love, peace. Lots of chicken grease. Don't overdo it because you'll get fat. But yeah, I'm going to be doing the meet and greet here soon. So if you haven't sent me your address, send it to 333stone333@gmail.com. If you're willing to meet me. You don't have to feed me. You don't have to give me a bed or nothing. I'm going to be interviewing everybody that I meet. I'm going to be interviewing everybody I meet, and at the end of it, I'm going to put it all in a video. I'm trying to get Greg J and probably Rex. I'll talk to him about that tomorrow. And Matt, I'm going to get all of them on it. So, I'm going to try to anyway. They're probably more paranoid than anybody to give their addresses out, but whatever. I'll see. Matt might not like me too much after I blindside him with the, he told me to be the devil's advocate, so I'm gonna. Because I'm gonna come at him with the Anu thing, and, you know, I'm sure he's prepared for that, though. You know, he'll probably have a good means of it, way out. Because, you know, he wrote a book about it, right? But I love Matt. Matthew LaCroix's a sweet guy. But anyways, guys, I love you all. I'm serious. Send me your address if you haven't. And my PayPal account is paypal.me/333stone. And that's if you want to donate for gas, you know. Otherwise, I got to borrow some money from my friend. All right, guys. We all have to sub one another, everybody in this chat. Later.